come on. When's the action gonna start? Are they ever gonna do anything? That's it. I'm checking Twitter.
I would not do such a thing if I were you.
Try and stop me.
It'll hurt if I do.
Ouch! Nuts.
Here's one thing that the Japanese understand that American action filmmakers usually don't these days. Waiting, stillness, quiet. How many fight scenes have you watched where the guys just stare at each other? Well, get used to it in samurai movies. It's one of their hallmarks. The good guys and the bad guys prepare their minds for a minute. They size each other up. If you do know this type of thing, it might be from the Western, especially the ones downstream of Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns. What you might not know is that Leone was drawing on samurai movies, particularly Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo, when he made the first spaghetti western. Drawing so heavily on it, in fact, he got sued. Remember when we talked about The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock? The rule in suspense is that the period of waiting for stuff to happen is at least as important as the climactic moment where the stuff actually happens, because it fires your imagination. You're imagining the things that could happen, which is in some ways more powerful than the one thing that actually does happen. In an action movie context, a samurai or a western film, you imagine what these guys are thinking. How are they feeling about the fight? Do they have the mindset to win? Is the other man showing any weaknesses? The opponents wait for the moment where it's most advantageous to make the first move, or maybe just the moment where the first move can't be avoided any longer. And then... Hold on. These tense standoff scenes give you time to engage your sympathies for the main character. Remember why you like him. Wonder how he'll do in a big moment. Will he lose? Nah, probably not. Will he kill the baddie but die in the process? Maybe. And then... boom! It's on! And then it's over. Samurai duels like this tend to end pretty fast, or be prolonged by, you guessed it, more moments of stillness and waiting. Even Rebels did it in that famous final duel of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul. They posture up, they eye each other, you wonder what's going on inside their heads, and then... no, I'm not going to show it. You know what? Giving a scene like this time to breathe sure is important. It makes it work better. It makes it more fun. Some filmmakers are really good at using moments of quiet and waiting to spark your imagination. And some filmmakers just throw garbage at the screen. Seriously, have you ever watched an action movie that doesn't excite you and you don't know why? Stuff is blowing up, things are happening, people are flying all over the place, oh, the music is full blare, but it's not exciting. Could be because the story's not good or you're not invested in the characters or whatever, but sometimes it's because so much is happening so fast, you don't even have time to process it. Which even for an explosive, bone-crunching action movie is bad. Great action scenes give you setups. Oh no! The Nazis are climbing up the truck! Oh no, Aragorn is trapped by a shield. Oh dear, this gentleman appears to be much better at jumping and climbing than James Bond. And then pays off the setups. Take that, Nazis. Oh, hey, Aragorn got out. Oh, hey, James Bond doesn't have to be as agile because he's smart. Notice how each of those moments is a little bit of story within the story. We have a second, even if it's only a second, to wonder what's going to happen. And then when it happens because of who our characters are. Indiana Jones solves riddles for a living, and this is just another one. Aragorn is tenacious, and he's trickier than his brute of an opponent. James Bond is a brute. The other guy may be more agile, but Bond is more efficient. Great action scenes keep us invested not just because a lot of stuff is happening fast, but because we can put ourselves in the shoes of the characters, and we can learn and appreciate things about how their mettle is tested and revealed when the chips are down. Great action scenes are about people, just as much as dramatic scenes are. So why don't some movies remember this? Well, there are all kinds of reasons, but I'll keep myself to just two. Number one, a lot of modern stars are pretty boys, or pretty girls. If you're going to make it look like these people can fight, you're going to have to cut around a lot more and show a lot less of what they're actually doing. Number two reason is previs, or digital pre-visualization. Back in the old days, somebody like a Spielberg would work off a storyboard for a scene like this. And then he's still gonna largely have to build the scene with the actors on the day of the shoot. These days, what with modern CGI effects and all, whole sequences get pre-planned in a computer like so. So this portal scene in Avengers was mostly planned out and executed in a computer. Which is fine. I'm thankful to live in a world where the dreams of every comic book nerd can be brought so awesomely to life, where dinosaurs can live and breathe and heroes can fly and stuff, but sometimes the filmmakers using these tools tend to forget in all the planning and processing and bits and bytes that it's humans that bring these scenes to life. It's humans living and breathing and acting and reacting and thinking and feeling, not just video game characters jumping around and doing amazing things. I mean, just to go back to it again, this simple scene of Aragorn fighting one guy is way more exciting than all this stuff from The Hobbit, because Aragorn feels like a person doing stuff, but the dwarves feel like computer effects doing stuff. And neat stuff, I guess, but after a while, it's just kind of one darn thing after another. God made man in his own image. People are thinking, deciding, moral creatures with different quirks and temptations and strengths and weaknesses. People are interesting. Good action scenes remember that and reflect it. And bad action scenes are just stuff happening.